Let's take a look at Internet Computer, or ICP. This is the daily chart for ICP, and the data I have is to 9:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on October the 14th. ICP has definitely been a very poor performer this year. At one time, it was trading over $600. And as of right now, ICP is trading at $43.50. And that is a huge drop. And that is a huge price drop from this all-time high. So far, it seems like ICP has very much traded sideways or in consolidations. So is ICP ready to move up and regain some of these losses? Let's quickly go over this chart. So ICP at one time was trading over $600. After that, the price started to retrace, dropped all the way down to about $26.50, bounce up, retrace, retested this prior low at $26.50. So at this point, it found support at this double bottom, bounce up. A double bottom reversal could technically take ICP to about 91. ICP ran up to about 87, but unfortunately, at that point, we had Bitcoin flash crash where Bitcoin dropped by over 10% within a couple hours. And that caused the price of ICP to drop. ICP closed below this 10 days moving average. After that, it was never able to recover and continue to trade below the 10 days moving average. Then around the middle of September, the 10 days dropped below the 50 days. That was a very bearish sign, and ICP continued to trend lower, dropped all the way down to about $35.50 before started to reverse in price. Ran up to about $57.30, where it tested the 50 days moving average, but got rejected. Retrace, dropped all the way down to $39.50 again, where it found support at this prior low. So there is a potential for this double bottom. Technically, a double bottom, and if ICP can break out and cross over this prior high, could take it to about 74. However, the chart is still looking very bearish. The 10 days moving average continue to trend downward, and it is lacking the 50 days. ICP is still trading below the 10 days moving average. So even though right now there is that possibility for a double bottom, and for the past couple of days, we see the price started to trend up. But given the fact that the chart is still very bearish, if Bitcoin were to retrace, then there is a very high probability that ICP would drop. And this prior low may not be able to hold support. Then we could look at the possibility for ICP to retest the all-time low. Looking at the stochastic oscillator, there is some positive sign. The blue line is beginning to cross over and lead the red line. That is a good sign. So in summary, this is what we're looking at. Assuming that Bitcoin continue to stabilize and trend higher, then there's a very high probability that as part of this reversal in price due to this possible double bottom, ICP could continue to trend higher. Right now, ICP is trading below both the 10 days and the 50 days. It is extremely critical for ICP to be able to stabilize at least over the 10 days. So the key price that I'm looking for is at 47.5. The minute ICP can trade at or above that and stabilize over that, then we are looking at this possible continuations in price reversal. And the next level for ICP to retest would be at 55.5, where it will also be testing the resistance of this 50 days moving average, and eventually to our target price of 74. On the flip side, if Bitcoin were to retrace, ICP has to be able to hold this line at 39.5. A breakdown could spell a lot of trouble. That's it for this video, and don't forget to click that like button and reward me with a like. if you appreciate the content that I'm presenting. Also, if you are new to my channel, don't forget to click that subscribe button and subscribe, and make sure you turn notification on. And if you have Twitter, make sure you follow me at Vietmaxim, because I provide constant update on all of our favorite cryptos.